Hello everyone. Students, some of the properties of square and square root I have already explained in my previous video, and now I am going to explain the rest of them. So now first of all, let us summary up all these properties. The first one property is natural number ending with 2, 3, 7, 8 never be a perfect square. This is the one property I explained. Second property, ending with digit 1, 4, 5, 6, 9 maybe, if any number is ending with these digits, maybe or maybe not a perfect square. It may be or maybe not. Now the third one is number ending with odd number of zeros. Never be a perfect square. It never be a perfect square if there is a odd number of zeros. Fourth one I have explained you, the square of odd number is always a odd number, and square of even number is always a even number. These properties I have already explained in my previous video. Now I am summing up all of. Now next one property is when we have to square any number, then if you square any number, then what will be its ending digit when we get the square, when we squared a number. Let's see that when we squared a number 1, then what we will get? I will get 1. When we squared 2, then I get the square number 4. These are the perfect square. When we square 3, then I will get 9. When I get squared a number 4, then I get 16. So ending digit what will be there? It will be 1 over here. One's place per only 1. Here it can be 4, it can be 9. Here it will be 6 only. The same way, if I'll square the 5, then I get 25. 6 square is your 36. 7 square is your 49. 8 square is your 64. And 9 square is your 81. So now you can find it out, the ending digits. Ending digits what are there? Here the ending digit is 5. Here the ending digit is 6. Here is a 9. Here is a 4. And here is a 1. So these are the ending digits when we square a number. So for example, if you want to know, if your question is that what will be the ending digit when we square this number? Got it? What they want? They don't want the answer when you square this number, what will be the answer? They only want to know when you get the answer, then what will be the ones digit of this answer. Okay, so you can see here is a 7. You will square the only ones digit number, and the 7 square is 49. So you can see 9, it is a 1 place, so here must be 9. Okay, so by that way you can check any number what will be the ending digit if we squared any number. You can see a very large number is there. If you square this, then you get a very large number, and it will take a lot of time. So better that you will only want the ones digit what will be here. So you can square the ones digit only, and whatever you will get that ones place, it will be your answer. Now the next one property is your square of any natural number square of any natural number natural number, square of any natural number is equals to sum of first and odd numbers. Okay, now means any natural number. So you can take an example as your 5, and first of all you want to know what are your first and odd numbers. So your first and odd numbers are first and odd numbers 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19 and so on. These are the first and odd numbers. So we have to find the natural number. We can express square of any natural number like the 5 square. How we can express it? 5 square, you know, the 25. How can you express that? Sum of first and odd numbers. N is your here 5. N is 5 means you will take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 odd numbers, and you can express it like this way. Okay, this n is your 5, n square is 25, and you also can express it like the first and 5 odd numbers. The same way, if you want, in another way, if you want to do the sum, if they have given this and they want to know that please add them without, quickly you have to add these all. So you will see how many numbers are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You know all these are the first and odd numbers, and it is 9, and your 9 square is always a 81. So the sum of all these must be 81. Okay, so our property, you can take any natural number and you can take it as a n, and you can express it as a sum of first and odd numbers like this way. Now the next one property is your number of digits when you squared a number. When you squared a number, then how many digits are there? So first I will write digits are, when you square a number, digits are 2n minus 1 or 2n. Now I will explain how it would work. What they are asking, they ask if you want to square a number, means when you square a number. So they are not asking what the answer you are getting in when you square it. You know the when you square you will get the 9, but they don't want the 9 answer. They want number of digit. How many digit you are getting in your answer. Okay, so how you will get? By this formula you will get, and you must remember there is a OR. Now I explain you why I have put it the OR over there. Now 3 square, you know the 3, your n is 1, means n is your 3, only one digit is there na, so it is 1. Now you can put that in this formula, 2n minus 1 or 2n, 2 into 1 minus 1 or 2n, 2 into 1, this is 2 minus 1 or 2 means 1 or 2, means when you square a 3 there is a n1, n means number of digits. In our number of digit is 1, when you square you will get 9. They are not asking the answer, they want number of digit in our answer when we squared a number, and there must be 2 or 1. The two answer they are having, it can be 1. Now our answer is 1. It's okay na. Now we'll see the next one. If you square a 4, then you will always get a number, and you know when you square a number is 16. Now number of digits, how many number of digits are there? There are 2 digits, 6 and 1, 2 digits are there. So for that your n is 1, again I can apply this formula, 2n, and there is a 2 minus 1 or 2. So now you can see 1 or 2, means when we are having a 1 digit 3, then only 1 digit in our answer. When 4 we squared as 4, then we get the 2 digit in my answer. So in this case our 2 is okay. That's why we always write a two numbers, 1 or 2. Sometimes it may be 1, sometime maybe 2, sometime maybe 1, sometime maybe 2. Now do the one example and you will see how useful is that. Now these numbers, you know the square of 3 and 4, and you easily can tell the number of digits present in square of these. If number is 1, 5, 6, 3, 8, 7, such big large number is there, and they want to know, they don't want to tell the answer. Here is the answer. When you square, there you get. So they don't want the answer. What they want? Number of digits. They want number of digits. How many digits are there? So we will solve by the same, but we will count the n. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Our n is 6. Means we multiply 2n minus 1 or 2n. Means we will put 6 minus 1 or 2 into 6, and our answer is 12 minus 1 or 12, means 11 or 12. It means when you multiply, when you square this number, how many digits you will get? 12 or 11. You can take anything. You may get 11 digits in the answer, or you may get 12 digit in this answer. Okay, now the next one property is the square of, next one property, the square of any odd number can be expressed square of any odd number. Odd number, only odd number square. When you square the odd number, you can express is at a sum of consecutive number. Two consecutive numbers. Means you can express square of any odd number, you can express it as a sum of two consecutive numbers. I can explain it like the 3 is a square number and its answer is 9. How can you express this? You have to divide 9 by 2. Divided 9 by 2, you will get one number is 4. So one number is 4 and another one is 4 plus 1, remainder is 1, 5. So now you can see these, they both are the consecutive numbers and these are the two numbers. So any square number can be expressed like this way. Like the 11 is also an odd number, and you know the 11 square is 121. Now you have to express 121 as a sum of two consecutive numbers. So you will divide 121 by 2. 2 6 are 12 and 1. Now means you can express one number is 60 and another one is 60. One number is 60 and another one is 60 and plus 1, 61. So our property is we can express square of any odd number as a sum of two consecutive numbers. Now the next one is your square of natural number greater than 1. Square of any natural number but greater than 1 means natural number greater than 1. Square of any natural number greater than 1 can be expressed as a can be expressed as a multiple of 3 or multiple of 3 plus 1. One way is this, or you can express multiple of 4 or multiple of 4 plus 1. It's very important and it's very confusing also for the students. So listen it very carefully. Square of any natural number. Now you can take any natural number. I can take 5 and we square it. Then when we square, you will get the 25. This 25 can be expressed by this way. multiply of 3 or multiply of a 3 plus 1. One thing is that, or if we can express multiply of 4 or a multiply of 4 plus 1, or is between here. So you have to listen it very carefully. Now 25. Now you have to divide 25 by 3. If you have to express as a multiple of 3 or a multiple of 3 plus 1, then you have to divide it by 3. 3 8 are 24. Now 1. Now you can express is one remainder is there. So how can you express 3 as a multiple of 3 plus 1? It is a multiple of 3. We can express is like this way: multiple of 3 plus 1. Every time, every natural number, you are getting a remainder 1 or 0 when you divide by 3. When you divide it by 4, now again 25, now we divide it by 4, again I am getting 1. So I can express 25 as a 4 into 6, multiple of 4 plus 1. It also we can express like this way. It is again a multiple of 4 plus 1. So from these two, any number can express by multiple of 3 or multiple of 4 or multiple of 4 or multiple of 4 plus 1. Any number. It means every time when you divide a square of any square number, when you divide by 3, you get the 0 as a remainder or a 1 as a remainder. Only two options are there. And when you divide this number by a 4, you will get two options. You will get the remainder 0 or remainder 1 every time. Okay. Now next one is left there, M. Between the square of any two consecutive numbers, there are square of two consecutive numbers. First we will write the two consecutive number. This is the form to write the two consecutive number. When we square these two number, then how many digits known perfect square numbers? How many known perfect square are there in between these two? There are 2n. How many numbers? 2n numbers are there, and which are known perfect square number. So I can explain you by an example. Now see, when we square a 2, we'll take 2. These are the consecutive number, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are consecutive number. When you square these numbers, then you get 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49. These are the natural consecutive numbers. These is when we square it, these all numbers, we get these, and these are the perfect square number. 4, 9, 16, 25. They are the perfect square number. But in between these perfect square number, there are few numbers which are not perfect square, like 5, 6, 7 and 8. In between 4 and 9, these numbers are lie, and these are the non perfect square number. Non perfect square numbers. These are the non perfect square number. In between 9 and 16, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in between these two, 6 numbers. In between these two, 4 numbers are lie. 1, 2, 3, 4. In between those 6, like the same way you can count. But if we count, it's very difficult for us. First we have to find the square, and then we have to count the numbers. And if we have to take the number like this way, 9, 4, 8, 9, 4, 9, then it's very difficult. First we will get the answer, and then we count the non perfect square between these two. So for that we will take an example, that is we called 2n. 2n is a non perfect square number. How many numbers are there? See this here. First one, 2 square, and we can express is 2 plus 1 square, means 3 square. This is your 2 square and this is your 3 square. and the number of non-perfect square number are there 2n, means your n is 2 into 2 means 4. How many numbers? You see, you have found also the 4 numbers. The same way, when you square 3 square and 4 square, so your n is 3. Now numbers, non-perfect square numbers are 2n, means 2 into 3 means 6. Now you can see these are 6, all these are 6 numbers. So if you want to know how many non-perfect square are number there between these two, so you can apply, numbers are 948 square and 949 square, means n is your 948 and your 2n is 2 into 948. Means how many non-perfect square are there? These are non-perfect square numbers between 948 square and 949 square. Okay, thank you.